Welcome to Morkvet Gaming. Today we're painting and trading paints. We've chose our pattern and we're going to play with our paint colors. We're going to choose black with this orange. It's always important to choose your base paint and your pattern first here in trading paints. They do say that with GIMP and Photoshop, but it's well worth doing it even in trading paints as well. And everything's in the cloud. Makes life a lot easier. But I want to learn to do GIMP. So, we're making the Sherwin-Williams Mobile. That was a little small, now we're a little too big. We're going to have to make that smaller. Where we get our logos from is Google and PNG transparent. And you don't have to go and remove the backgrounds and you don't have to do anything. It's already all done for you. It's a beautiful thing. Remember that. 90% of these logos that are in that file, I had to go through and remove all the backgrounds. It was just lovely. Now this logo will eventually get changed. If the logo that's on the hood would have made it so people could read what it said, we would have kept it around. But it's not ideal. Not when you're driving 190 miles an hour around a track. Small type, you aren't going to have any luck with it. You might as well have a decent size. That's just too small. So we're just setting it up. Now we got our number block, our sponsor block on. We don't have the wireframe on. We're looking for a logo that we thought that we saved, but it didn't happen. It is what it is. We're going to go with the Remix. You don't have to always go into that file once you've already downloaded it into Trading Paints. That you can never have to have them saved on your computer anymore. You can just delete them. And I just haven't gotten around to doing that. We're quickly realizing this color is not going to work out for this car. But just give it a bit and you'll see that the finished product. That's the fun thing about creating paints in Trading Paints or any other platform is it always can be changed. The last video, I mentioned that it was for pro memberships. It is only for pro memberships. But the membership is only $20 a year. Take that with a grain of salt. You pay a lot more for Photoshop or Adobe Premiere or any of those. You could do GIMP, which is a side project or whatever you want to call it with Photoshop. But it's basically the same thing as Photoshop. I was hoping Canva would have done that, be able to paint in there, but you can't. And the only thing I was able to use it for was removing backgrounds and creating thumbnails. And that membership a month was $11.99. Photoshop is $29.99. So you don't even own the software. Is it worth it? You can do it on Trading Paints for $20 a year. Download any paint on Trading Paints for free. Or you can sit and create your own. Like, we're working on this logo here on the rear end, and it's just too small. We're going to go look for just the word Trillium Williams in their print, and we're not going to find that. Everything has the regular logo. Regular logo on it. So we went into GIMP and did it ourselves. Basically, one of the only things that I know how to do, I can change a logo's color if I really want. So if I want to change that blue to something else, I could do that, but that's not the purpose of what we're doing here today. The car's coming along really well here in a decent time. Sometimes they take 10 minutes. Sometimes they take 2 hours. Sometimes it takes more than that. We're going to try the Menards logo. And as you can see, there's white at the top. The bottom is see-through, transparent. No good. So we're going to go see what else we have for secondary sponsorship. We're going to throw the Snap-on sponsorship on. And we're getting ourselves a decent amount of secondary sponsors going on here. Now we're going to put that at the back end of the car. We still need one for the deck lid. And I'm always moving these logos around, trying to find the best spot. If you haven't seen the GM Goodwrench car that I just made, it's on the channel. It'll be linked in the video. We're going to go with the Ritz. And in my mind, the smaller the logo, the less they paid. So that's what we're doing. Making it really small. Well, this orange and black is just not cutting it. We got to change it. But we'll get logos out and get everything else set up, rock and roll. See what we can do with it. Right here, we're going to get all of our secondary sponsors. I'll recreate it. Really downsizing that Remax logo. You can read it kind of there. But any smaller, it's not going to work out. You might as well delete that and carry on with your life. You'll never get in that hole. Never get it how you want it, how you want it to look. So there we go. We deleted it. Snap on, we'll get nice and small. It's still a bit big. Do it right on the hood or the roof. And it's decent size. Now we're going to put the Sonic logo in. She's pretty small. She's a bit big. Let's see what we can do to get it any smaller. And this is just fine detail work that we're doing here. We have to move that logo over just because it's too big. It's got a big footprint. And you can move the logos up and down with your up and down arrows on your keyboard. Still messing about with that Sherwin-Williams logo. Drop that down quite a bit. You really don't want it down any further than what we're already at. Now we're going to grab that Remax logo, duplicate it, rotate it, make it bigger. That's going on the deck lid. And that's an almost perfect position. Now we're going to start playing with the colors again of the car. Feeling that's too dark. Never be able to read the logos. So we switch it up. Moved it back to orange. Move it to red. All the other logos have disappeared. That's not going to work. White and black. That black on top of the logo or underneath the logos of that Sherwin-Williams isn't going to work. But we're liking that look of that white. Just got to figure out what we're going to do with it. Now the car is all black. Switch it over to white. See what that looks like. And that black is still overpowering those blue. Just sitting here staring at it. Let's try to make a decision. What color can we go with that won't make that blue stick out? It's an all white car now, but we're gonna edit it and trying that black one more time. Kind of liked it, but it still needs to be changed over one more time. Play with it a little bit more. Now this green is a bit much. Still blending in with that blue. We're going to play with the Supra logo on the front bumper. We're going to turn that black because you can't read it on the back end of the car. Making sure the logos are in the right spot. The hood is a bit too big. We're going to add the channel's name on. Pick a font. That's going to take a couple times. You want to see how big this actually is. And if you run into this problem of your font that you typed out isn't showing up, shut off a few of the logos so you can't see them. Turn them back on. And just click on update. That works the best. After you do that. 9 was too small. You can type the size you want instead of dragging it. We're going to go with that type. And we're going to finish out the other side with the small logos. And I always suggest just copy and pasting. Duplicate, paste. It's so much easier. At least then you always have the same size logo. You don't have to sit there and try and figure out what size it was previously. And I always build from the bottom panel up. We're going to go check out the paint, see what it looks like. And that's the final product. The color changed a bit, but I think she turned out vati good. And if you made it this far, hit that like, the subscribe. We'll be putting out more of these videos. Y'all have a good day.